Hi, it's Alana from Karma Yoga, and I'm joining you again here in Fiji. Today I'm joining you from the Pacific Fitness Gym in Denarau, which is one of the locations where I often teach regular yoga sessions. Today we're going to practice another 30-minute yoga session together. And today I thought it would be nice to have a little focus around a heart practice. So if there's been a lot going on for you personally, or even being empathetic to what is happening around the world, there's a lot of things going on often in our heads, in our bodies, in our mind, and this can often create a sensation of weight or heaviness in our heart, which can sometimes feel like it almost weighs us down a little bit. So a nice way that yoga can tie in with how we're feeling mentally, physically and emotionally is practicing a heart opening sequence with some postures that tie in with opening through the front of the body. And you'll often find that this will help release often a feeling of heaviness, or at least help support how you're feeling in that moment. So that's what our practice is going to be focused around today. Remember, for anybody who has any injuries, particularly knee, ankle, neck or spine, just remember to practice safely. Reduce the intensity of the posture if you feel any discomfort. Remember to check with your physician if you've had any recent surgery or injuries, and also to practice if you're pregnant with modifications, or practice a prenatal yoga as well if you feel more comfortable with that. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel, the Bulalicious channel, and here you'll be able to see the other yoga sessions and any future yoga sessions as well. So we'll make a start and we'll turn around on our mats. And today as well, before we start, if you can find another yoga mat. So if you're lucky enough to have 2 yoga mats, you can grab another one, or you can also feel free to grab a towel. And we're going to wrap up the towel so it's in kind of like a tube shape like this, and we're going to start our practice in Supta Baddha Konasana. So we'll place the towel or the yoga mat down on the mat, and we'll turn around and lie with the yoga mat down towards the base of our spine. So it doesn't have to be all the way down. We don't want our hips sitting on it. But we'll lie and just wriggle around until you can feel that the mat or the towel is supporting underneath our spine, and we definitely want our head to be resting on the top of the mat or the towel. We'll bring the soles of our feet together and relax the hands down by our side, the palms facing up towards the ceiling. So this practice of Supta Baddha Konasana, in addition with this prop that we have underneath our spine, just allows us to lift our chest a little higher. Our shoulders can relax down to the mat, and we can slowly let our eyes close and bring our focus to our breath. So you might feel a little more lift through the chest, a little more release through the center of the chest here near our sternum. If you find that you might be holding on to any tension, you might feel like you're holding yourself into the posture on the mat, just make sure we slowly scan our way through the body and relax. So let the fingertips relax, the shoulders relax, the hips, the knees, the soles of the feet touching each other. And we'll feel the chest slowly relax, the rib cage. We'll keep the chin tucked into the chest to allow the back of the neck to lengthen. And we'll slowly bring our focus to our breath, drawing the breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, slowly letting the chest relax. We'll draw another breath in through the nose. And exhale through the nose, slowly letting the air escape. Another inhale, drawing the breath in slowly. And exhaling. We'll open the eyes and bring the hands underneath the knees, bringing the knees together. We'll roll over to our right side, slowly push ourselves up to a tabletop position. So move the mat out of the way, extra rolled up mat or the towel that you have, and we'll come to our tabletop position. So our hands, palms are stacked underneath the shoulders. The knees are hip width apart, so we don't want the knees together. That'll place a little too much pressure on the hips. So we should feel nice and stable. Look down towards the mat, draw the belly in, exhale to coordinate our breath. And as we inhale, we'll draw the breath in, turn to look up towards the ceiling, and exhale, tucking the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, draw the breath in through the nose, slowly turn to look up, and exhale. So exhaling through the nose. As we exhale, slowly tucking the chin to the chest, rolling the spine up, and inhale, drawing the breath in. It's tempting to close our eyes in this posture, but see if we can keep our eyes open, staying connected with our practice here at the beginning, and see if we can notice that we're creating a nice smooth movement and tracking this movement with our eyes. As we inhale, see and feel the eyes looking all the way through the center of the mat, turning to look up towards the ceiling, and the same again. So exhaling, tucking the chin to the chest, let the eyes follow all the way down along the base of the mat, right till we turn to look into our belly button. And we'll exhale, slowly coming back to the center. So we're going to practice Bulalicious cat-cow pose now with a few additional variations. So with the next inhale, we're going to turn and look up, and we'll lengthen the right leg out behind us. And we'll exhale, drop the right leg down. As we inhale, keep the hips steady, the hands, palms pressed evenly on the mat. Turn to look up, lifting the right leg, and exhale. Bring the eyes looking down towards the mat. As we inhale, turn to look up, lifting the right leg, and exhale, slowly placing the right leg back down again. Bring the right foot back, the right knee back to a tabletop position, and we'll switch sides. So extend the left leg out in front, or behind us, I should say. And as we inhale, turn and look up. As we inhale, left toes lifting, and exhale. Left leg down to the mat. So coordinating the breath with the movement. As we inhale, turn and look up towards the ceiling, left toes reaching up, and exhale. So we should feel a nice lengthening through the front of the chest. As we inhale, feel the spine lengthen forward, lengthening the chest, and exhale. So we'll bring our left knee back, stabilize, bring our weight evenly into both hands and both knees, and we'll bring our hips down to the heels, knees out nice and wide to the edges of the mat. Walk the fingertips forward down into Adho Mukha Varasana, down face hero pose. We'll just take a couple of breaths here. So make sure the arms are lengthened all the way forward. The elbows are lifted up off the mat so that we create a lengthening through the spine. So if we let the elbows rest, it means we're collapsing down to the mat and not really getting the really lovely length and stretch through the shoulders to help us warm up our shoulders. Let the hips relax down towards the heels. And as we inhale, we'll come back up to our tabletop position with our hands, palms underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. And next we'll move into another little variation. So as we inhale, we'll lift the right leg up. And as we exhale, we'll drop the shoulders down a bit, just a little bit. And coming back up again. Rest the right foot up, down on the mat. We'll practice that again. So as we inhale, we'll lift the right leg up, keep the eyes looking forward. As we exhale, bring the chest down. See if we can come down further this time. And slowly bring the body back up again. Fantastic. And as we inhale, raise the right leg up high. This time, see if we can come all the way down and rest the chin on the mat. Right leg extending up high. So feel the lengthening through the front of the chest. And exhale, slowly pushing back up again. Bring the right knee back to the mat. Balance through both knees, and we'll practice the other side. So we'll extend the left leg out behind us. Inhale, lift the left leg. As we exhale, dropping the chest down just a little way down, and inhale, bringing the body back up again. You can rest the left leg down again. On the next inhale, we'll lift the left leg up. As we exhale, chest down to the mat, a little bit further this time, and pushing through the hands, palms coming up. So you'll feel you need a little bit of strength through the shoulders as well. And on the next inhale, we'll draw the breath in, lift the left leg up this time, bring the chest all the way down to the mat. See if we can lengthen the chin forward, draw the belly in, left leg lifting up high, and exhale. Slowly bringing the left knee down to the mat. Bring the hands, palms, the weight back into both hands evenly, same with the knees. And then on the next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up. Keep the right knee bent on a 90-degree angle, And if we can balance here, we'll reach behind us with our left hand to grip to the inside of the right foot. Now keep the eyes looking forward to keep the balance. Press into the right hand and the left knee and kick the right foot into the left hand. So lift the chest forward and we'll exhale, releasing our grip. So this is another nice lengthening through the spine, opening through the chest. We'll transfer the weight into the left hand now. We'll inhale, reach the left foot up on a 90-degree angle in our knee. And slowly, keeping the eyes looking forward, we'll reach back to hold on to the inside of the left foot. Keep the eyes looking forward. Lift the chest, kicking into our left foot. And exhale, slowly dropping the left knee down. We'll bring the hips back to the heels again, knees out nice and wide. And as we exhale, drop the forehead all the way down to the mat into Adho Mukha Virasana, down face hero pose. Bring our focus back to our breath. So in between postures, when we're in these more restorative positions, make sure that we focus on the breath. Notice each inhale and exhale. Reaching the fingertips a bit further forward. Hips relaxing down to the heels. On the next inhale, we'll look forward towards our fingertips and we'll come up onto the toes, tucking the toes under, lifting the knees up to come into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Eyes looking towards the big toes, feet are hip-width apart, and we'll walk out through the heels, lengthening through the backs of the legs. You might feel the calves might be a bit stiff, maybe the hips, maybe the hamstrings. You can keep the knees bent if this feels more comfortable, but make sure we relax the head and the shoulders down, not holding any tension through the shoulders. On the next inhale, we'll turn our eyes to look forward and we'll walk up to the front of the mat till our hands and our feet are aligned, and we'll relax our body forward into a forward fold, Uttanasana. So keep the belly drawn in, the knees slightly bent, and this will take the pressure off the hamstrings and the lower spine. And we'll just let the arms dangle down. Or if, for those of you that have lower back injuries, you can also reach the hands, palms onto the shins or above the thighs. Just let the body relax, the upper body, the head, neck, shoulders. You can walk out, bending one knee at a time. As we inhale, we'll come up to a half lift position, lengthening the spine forward. And then as we exhale, come back down again. We can bring the hands to hold onto the elbows each other. And just slowly give the elbows a rock from side to side. Relax the hands, palms back down again. Bend through the knees. As we inhale, bring the hands, palms to hips. Slowly come up to standing, to Tadasana. We'll relax our hands, palms down by side. And we'll move into Surya Namaskar, some sun salutations with a little variation. And we'll start here in a neutral posture. Eyes looking forward, connecting with our breath, letting the shoulders relax. Exhaling. And on the inhale, we'll reach the hands, palms up above our head, palms to touch. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. On the inhale, lengthen the spine forward, half lift. On the exhale, press the hands into the mat, right foot stepping back, dropping the right knee down to the mat. As we inhale, lift the chest, eyes looking forward, relax the hips down. We'll take a couple of breaths here, allowing the hips to relax. And remember, keeping the shoulders rolled away from the ears. We can tuck our toes under, lifting the right knee up off the mat. And if we feel comfortable, keeping the chest low, we'll reach the hands, palms to interlock behind us. So keep the chest lifting forward, opening through the front of the chest. And exhale, release the hands, palms back down onto the mat. Right knee dropping down. Left knee back with the right forehead down to the mat as we exhale. And inhale, eyes looking forward, breathing in as we bring our chest through into Cobra pose. Tucking our toes under. We can come up to the knees first or straight up to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Walking out through both feet again. Nice and slowly. On the inhale, we'll look forward towards the hands. Walk the feet up to the front of the mat. And inhale. Reaching the hands, palms up to touch. Exhale. Palms to prayer in front of us. Beautiful. We'll practice the other side. Taking a nice deep inhale, hands, palms reaching up to touch, and exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine forward into a half lift. As you exhale, take a big step back with our left foot, dropping the left knee down to the mat. As we inhale, lift the chest, looking forward. As we exhale, allowing the hips to relax down. So taking a moment in this posture just to check in how we're feeling, how the spine is feeling, our hips, and also noticing our breath. On the next inhale, we can tuck the left toes and lift the left knee up off the mat. If we can balance here, we'll reach the hands, palms behind us, interlock, and stretch the arms out behind us. Nice opening through the chest, but keep the chest low, pressing into both feet evenly. And we'll exhale, relax the hands back down to the mat. Left knee down, right knee back with the left forehead down to the mat into extended Bulalicious. Inhale, bringing the chest forward, Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose, tucking the toes under, and as we exhale, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, Downward Dog. Take a nice deep inhale, and exhale. Walking out through the heels, just feeling the lengthening down the backs of the calves. And on the next inhale, we'll walk our feet forward up to meet the hands. Drawing the breath in, reaching the hands, palms up to touch, and exhale, hands to center. We'll take another breath for a variation. Breathing in, hands, palms up to touch, exhale, reaching forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthening the spine forward into half lift. Exhale, right foot stepping back, dropping the right knee down as we inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, left knee back with the right knee, forehead down to the mat. Extend the Balasana as we inhale. Look forward, reaching into Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose, tucking the toes under and pressing through the hands, palms to come up to Adho Mukha Svanasana. On the inhale, we'll shift the weight into the left foot, right toes lifting high. And on the exhale, we'll take a big step forward with our right foot, pivoting the left foot to a 45-degree angle for Virabhadrasana 1. We'll reach the hands, palms up above our head. Palms facing in towards each other, shoulders nice and relaxed. And as we exhale, we'll straighten through the right knee, reach behind us, and we can bring our hands, palms into prayer. So if you can reach, you can bring them into prayer with the palms facing up. Otherwise, you can also have them facing down. But just see what feels comfortable for your wrists, your hand palms. And then we'll exhale, bend into the right knee and turn and look up towards the ceiling. So make sure we don't crunch back into our neck. We really have to lift up through the spine. Imagine our spine is long, lifting, opening through the chest. And exhale, releasing the hands, palms back down to the mat. Stepping the right foot back. For those of you that want to here, you can either drop the knees for a gentler variation or we can practice chaturanga, lowering our body down to the mat. Inhale, pressing in for upward dog. And exhale, tucking the toes underfoot, downward dog. On the inhale, we can walk, step, or jump. Our feet up to the front of the mat. Breathing in, hands, palms reaching up to touch. And exhale, palms to center. We'll take another nice deep inhale, reaching the hands, palms up to touch, and exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. On the inhale, lengthening the spine forward. On the exhale, left foot stepping back this time. Nice big step, dropping the left knee down as we inhale, lift the chest tall. And exhale, right knee back with the left forehead down to the mat, extended Balasana. On the inhale, eyes looking forward, so really connecting the breath with the movement here, inhaling for Bhujangasana, tucking the toes under as we exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. We'll shift the weight into the right foot as we inhale, the left toes reaching high. And as we exhale, take a big step forward for Virabhadrasana 1, warrior pose. So make sure the right foot's on a 45-degree angle. Inhaling, hands, palms reaching up above our head. Keep a nice strong bend through the left knee, through the front knee. And we need to have a wide stance. So if you notice that the knee's further forward over the ankle, make sure you adjust your stance here. There's plenty of time to make sure that we have the alignment correct. On the next exhale, we'll relax the arms down and see if we can bring the hands, palms here into prayer position, like this, behind our spine. Or as I mentioned, if this puts too much pressure on the wrist, you can also have a down-facing prayer position, whatever feels more comfortable for you. We'll look forward towards the front of the mat. And as we inhale, we'll slowly turn and look up, lift the spine. And we should feel a nice lengthening sensation through the chest. Draw the belly in. Bring our awareness to our breath. And exhaling, releasing the hands down to the mat. We'll step our left foot back with our right into a plank position, ready for chaturanga. For those of you that want to practice, we'll exhale, body down to the mat. Inhale for upward dog and exhale for downward dog. On the inhale, we can walk, step, or jump our feet up to the front of the mat. Arms reaching up, palms to touch. And exhale, hands, palms to center. Relax the hands down by side. And we'll turn to face the side of our mat. Take a nice big step out by side. And as we'll inhale, we'll reach the hands, palms up above our head. As we exhale, down to shoulder height. Take a nice wide stance. Adjust as you need. And as we exhale, slowly forward fold. Coming all the way down, keeping the weight towards the front of the toes. And we'll bring our hands, palms to the mat. And slowly work our head down towards the mat. So if you need to, adjust the feet out wider we can. Make sure that the knees are lengthened and we can feel the kneecaps lifting up. If this puts too much pressure on the hamstrings or the lower spine, we can also keep a slight bend in the knees. So just see how our body feels in this posture. It's quite a strong posture for a lot of people, so make sure we still have a comfortable breath. If you like, for those of you, you can walk the hands back, work them all the way through till the palms pressing onto the mat, top of the head resting onto the mat. And we'll inhale, slowly come back up again, bend through the knees slightly, hands to hips, and we'll walk our feet back together again. We'll turn and face towards the front of the mat for a standing balancing pose, standing bow pose, Dandayamana Dhanurasana. So this is a really lovely posture to open through the front of the chest. It does take some patience because it involves balancing. But again, like anything good, it's always challenging. It's something that we can work at and we have to be patient with ourselves. So we'll start with our heels and toes together. We'll shift our weight into the left foot and we'll bring our right hand out to the side, the palm facing up. We'll bring our right hand out to the side. Drop the right hand down and we'll pick up the inside of the right ankle. So if you can see my grip from here, the palm is facing out. Make sure we get a nice tight grip around the ankle. On the inhale, we'll reach the left hand up above our head, keeping our knees together for alignment if we can. And as we exhale, we'll slowly reach the left fingertips forward. Kick the right foot into the right hand. Keep the eyes looking forward. And remember to keep our focus calm, our breath calm. Our left fingertips reaching forward. Kick firmly with our right foot into the right hands. Don't worry too much if you fall over. Can always find our balance, find our focus, and join back into the posture. So this posture is lengthening through the front of the chest, opening through the heart. And we'll slowly bring the right foot back down to the mat. Relaxing the left arm back down. Find our focus, a balance through both feet. Just feel through the front of the body. You might notice the heart rate is increased. Might feel a warmth, body temperature slowly getting warm. And we'll shift our weight into the right foot. Great posture for boosting our heart rate. We'll shift our weight into the right foot and we'll grip with our left hand to the inside of the left ankle. So make sure you get a nice tight grip. Keep the eyes looking forward, both knees together as we inhale. Right fingertips reaching up high, keeping our spine long. As we exhale, we'll reach forward. So keep the eyes looking forward and come down slowly. So if we move slowly, it's easy to adjust in the posture. If you move suddenly, that's how we lose our focus, lose our balance, and fall over. Keep the right fingertips reaching forward, the left leg kicking back into the left hand. Lengthen the spine forward, lift the chin, lift the chest, reaching forward, opening through the chest. And we'll exhale slowly, bringing the left foot back down. Right arm relaxing back down by our side. We'll turn to the side of our mat again. Take a nice big step out and reach the hands, palms up above our head. palms to touch, and this time we'll just cross our thumbs. So it looks like this. And we'll pivot on our mat and turn to face the front of the mat. So the right foot will be facing forward. The back foot is on a 45-degree angle. We'll tuck our chin to our chest, and as we exhale, we'll slowly roll the spine down, reaching the arms forward, and you can bend the right knee up until the forehead touches the knee. So this is quite a strong compression pose. It's a good balance for spine opening postures, which we just practiced. So make sure we really work the chin to tuck into the chest. See if we can lift the belly, lift the spine, and keep the arms reaching forward. And of course, remember, we always need to breathe in this posture. Towards the end, see if we can lengthen the right leg out so it's all the way straight, keeping the right hip drop down, left hip lifting up. And we'll slowly inhale, draw the belly in, arms up above our head. We'll pivot on our heels and turn 180 degrees all the way around to face the back of the mat. Twist our hips a couple of times just to make sure that our hips are facing level towards the back of the mat, keeping the hands, palms together, thumbs crossed. As we exhale, we'll slowly roll the spine down. So bend the left knee, bring it closer like we're drawing the forehead right to the knee. So we get that part first, keeping the belly drawn in, and then slowly reach the arms forward. Now, if you want to separate the hands, palms out to the side to help balance, we can, but remember, always keep the forehead pressed to the knee. Once you find the balance, you can always walk the fingertips back together again. See if you can come back into prayer, keeping the belly drawn in, the fingertips just resting lightly on the mat, so we don't want to keep too much weight here. It's quite a strong posture. Remember to keep the breath flowing. Just towards the end, see if we can lengthen the front leg, the left leg. And we'll inhale slowly, coming back up to face the back of the mat. We'll pivot on our heels to face the side as we exhale, relaxing the hands, palms, back down by side, stepping our feet together. Hope you're feeling well. Next, we're going to lie down into Shavasana to move on to our mats. So we'll come and lie down on our mats. Extend the legs out in front of us, and we'll lie down with our hands, palms next to us, palms facing up, shoulders relaxing down to the mat. And just notice our breath. We'll keep our eyes open, but staying present, being aware of our body on the mat. You might notice your heart rate might be a little higher. Our body temperature might be a little bit higher. That's good. Improving our circulation, improving our immune system, helping strengthen it. Working our way through using all major muscle groups, ligaments, bones, moving everything in our whole body. And on the next inhale, we'll bend the right knee up towards the chest. We'll interlock all 10 fingers to grip over the top of the right knee, and we'll bring the right knee down towards our right shoulder, making sure that we keep our shoulders relaxed, our hips level, and we want to make sure that we keep a nice tight grip. So really squeeze the right knee down towards the right shoulder. The left leg, we want to ensure is still connected with the mat. So if you find that the left leg starts to lift, then just flex the left toes back like I'm doing here to make sure that the left leg is engaged. Keep the shoulders relaxed, head, neck, face relaxed. And we'll exhale slowly, relaxing the right leg back down on the mat. For the other side of Padma-Uttanasana, wind removing pose, we'll grip over the left knee, get a nice tight grip, and as we exhale, pull the left knee down towards the left shoulder. So notice any differences between one side to the other. Maybe one hip might be a little bit tighter, maybe one side might feel easier. Check in with our breath. Notice that we're still having a constant inhale. Now, we're not just chilling out holding the knee here. We really have to pull. So use the strength in the grip. You can see here the forearms are engaged, biceps are engaged. All the strength in our upper body to create a nice, strong compression. And then we'll exhale, relaxing the left leg down to the mat. On the next inhale, we'll bend both knees up to our chest. And we can lift ourselves up momentarily to grip onto our knees. Relax the head down to the mat. So this is a fantastic posture just for lengthening the spine. See if we can push gently and slowly the hips down to the mat. Shoulders pressed down to the mat. Chin tucked to the chest. And we'll exhale, releasing our hands, palms down by our side. So for our next posture, we're going to move into fish pose, Matsyasana. So it's another really beautiful lengthening through the front of the chest. So we'll start here with our hands, palms relaxed down by our side. And we'll bend the knees and lift the hips up off the mat, and we're going to turn our palms to face down to the mat underneath our hips. So really see if we can wriggle the elbows under so that the arms are long and straight. If you have quite a lot of tightness through the forearms and the elbows, you can find that the elbows will bend out to the side, and that's okay. But eventually, we want to try and lengthen them. It's a good massage for the forearms, anyone who has tight front of the shoulders and through the forearms. We'll extend the legs out in front of us and flex the toes up towards the mat. Here's the challenging part. As we inhale, we're going to press in through the elbows and lift our head up, but keeping the top of the head in contact with the mat, and look all the way behind us. So you can see the hips are still sitting on the hands. Our elbows are lifting and pressing our chest up towards the ceiling. Now we don't want any weight or strain in through the neck, very fragile part of our spine. So make sure that we're using the strength of our middle spine and our lower spine to lift our whole chest up off the mat. And we'll enjoy a couple of breaths here. So we'll draw the breath in through the nose and exhale, but keep lifting the spine. We'll take another inhale, draw the breath in and exhale. So as we exhale to come out of the posture, keep the head connected with the mat. We'll slowly roll the spine back down again. Bend through the knees, lift the hips up to release the hands, palms out by our side. And we'll extend the legs out in front of us. Hands, palms, relaxing. Just take a moment here to enjoy how we're feeling. Enjoy this lovely posture that opens through the whole front of the chest. Lovely. So we'll move into a spine twisting posture just to finish off our practice today. So from here, we'll bend our right knee up and bring the left hand to rest on the outside of the right knee. Roll the right leg all the way over to the side. And we'll bring the right arm out to the side. So see if we can lift it up a little bit further this time. And we'll turn our eyes to look all the fingertips. Now, the right knee might not touch the floor on the other side. That's okay. You might feel like you're hanging in balance here with the right shoulder up, the right knee up. But what we want to do is just relax through the belly. So this as well is a really lovely opening through the front of the chest. But we have to allow the body to relax. If we're holding on to any strength or tension in this posture, we're really not going to receive the benefits from the practice. So make sure that we relax and soften through the belly. Feel the length of the spine lifting. Follow the breath. So as we inhale, reach to the right fingertips. And as we exhale, drop the right knee down. We'll take another breath. Inhale, reach the right fingertips out, lengthening. And left hand resting on the right knee. We'll slowly roll back through to the center. And we'll just quickly bend both knees up to the chest. Feeling the spine lengthen. Relax the right leg down, and then we'll bring our right hand to the outside of the left knee. We'll roll the left knee all the way up to the side. And this time with the left arm, reach it up slightly higher so it's level with our head. So sometimes in the past when we practice this, we have the arm adjacent to the body, so at a 90-degree angle. So by lifting the arm up a little bit higher, we get a little bit more lengthening through the chest and the spine. So really take advantage of this. Look over towards the left fingertips as we inhale. Reach up towards the left fingertips as we exhale. Use a little bit of pressure in the right hand to rest on the left knee. We'll take one more breath. Inhaling, looking up to the left fingertips, only if this doesn't place any strain on the neck. exhaling, left knee dropping down towards the mat. Rolling back towards the center. We'll just relax in Shavasana again for a couple of seconds, allowing the body just to see how we feel after practicing these spine twists at the end of our practice. And then when we're ready, we'll roll to the right side and slowly come to seated to finish off our practice. We can sit in Sukhasana, easy pose, or if this isn't comfortable for you, you can also sit kneeling or with the legs extended out in front of you. But the main thing and the most important thing is to find a comfortable seated position. It's very hard to focus on our breath if we're not in a comfortable position. So find Sukhasana, a comfortable seated position wherever that may be. Relax our hands, palms onto our knees. We'll slowly close the eyes and we'll just scan our way through the body. Notice how our spine is feeling on the mat. We can sense our hips balancing evenly, our body nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. As we can inhale, we'll roll the chest forward slightly, lifting, and as we exhale, relax the spine back down again. We'll take another inhale, keeping the eyes closed, and we'll lift the chest forward a little bit. And as we exhale, roll the shoulders forward. We'll take one more breath, inhaling, lifting the chest up, reaching forward, and then exhale. Now we'll find our neutral spine here, where we can sit balancing. Bring our focus to our breath. Notice now our breathing settling into its own natural rhythm. Even inhales and exhales. And to finish off our practice today, we'll bring our hands, palms into prayer position. Keeping our eyes closed, we'll relax the head, neck and shoulders slightly forward. And we'll just take a moment to give thanks to our teachers and the teachers of their teachers, and also to the teacher within ourselves, the one that guides our day-to-day lives and intuition, along with our yoga practice. Namaste. On the next inhale, we'll slowly open our eyes. Relax the hands down to our knees to rest. And we've completed our little mini yoga session. Thank you very much for joining us today. I hope that you enjoyed the practice and that you feel a little bit lighter, a little bit happier, a little bit more peaceful after your practice today. Remember that you can always come back to this feeling or to this practice anytime that you want, and of course remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Also, if you want to practice some more yoga, keep following us or join along, subscribe to Bulalicious Activewear, our YouTube channel. And I just want to wish you a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.